Oh, nice evening for mid to late November out here on the patio. Oh yeah. Ooh, don't know why I can't go that way. Okay, here we go. Just look at the lights at the boonies what this camera picked up. Wow. That's not zoom in. You actually picked up those lights back there. Okay, let's get to the meat of this video here, guys. I've been watching some recent videos here on YouTube. I guess being a kind of a river rat, but don't really own a boat for some reason and that. Okay, we're gonna go back to two videos that we did here on the channel, technically in a way, where I talked about possibly making an attempt to win almost $2 billion on the Powerball, I do believe, recently, past a couple months ago. Remember that video? Yeah, ticket is shredded and that. So, and I also talked about a Dutch barge here on the channel too, on that. If I would have won, like I said, if I would have won the $2 billion lottery, the Mega Bucks, Powerball, whatever it was, near $2 billion. There was two winners on that one, by the way. I would have probably had a custom-made Dutch barge, just being custom-made, so it can accommodate American riverways and that. So that would be cool on that. Reason is I do watch other channels. I just came across a series of videos where they call the Great American Loop. Here, I'll just explain that in the next clip. Okay, there's Great American Loop, which is a channels of rivers, navigable rivers, that goes through the United States, Canada, some on the Canadian side of the border, some on the American side of the border, down through the heartland of America, down a little bit on the Mississippi River, up to Ohio, and a few other waterways down to Mobile, Alabama. Then you go around the Gulf of Mexico, through the Florida, I guess, shipping lanes there, or go around the Florida Keys if you choose to do it that way. That's a long way around, actually. But then up the Atlantic coast to New York and into, hopefully they hit the Erie Canal, or they go all the way up to and into the St. Lawrence Seaway up there. So for the ones who want to do it the long way around, I guess. But yeah, it's a great series of videos. Some they made it into like documentaries. That's great. I love those documentary type videos. Just show about 3 or 4 days in a 15-minute video. They didn't want to show a whole lot. Some key elements and what they do for what they show, what they do when they get off the boat. Just imagine if I would have owned one of those a custom-made Dutch barge, or let's say a custom-made yacht. And the reason it has to be custom-made because the Chicago River and the Calumet River and the Chicago shipping lanes into the Illinois River, from Chicago River to the Plains River, from the Calumet River into the shipping canals, the sanitary shipping canals, and that's what they call it in Chicago. And there's some active drawbridges, but there's about 3 or 4 drawbridges that is inactive on that route. And of course, the drawbridges around Chicago, we all know, open only twice a year for the sailboaters to come through to get out to Lake Michigan and get back from Lake Michigan. If they miss the opportunity, they don't get that opportunity again. And that, so they schedule a day or two, and they open up the drawbridges. But the clearance on most of these bridges, if the river level is right, is nothing higher than 19 feet from the surface of the water to below the bridge. Is 19 feet high. So most of the boats cannot exceed 19 feet high. And some has pretty deep drafts, some has shallow drafts, but the key to get underneath those bridges is how full they get before they hit Chicago. A harbor. There's a lot of harbors there, but the one they load up on their fuel, water, and supplies to do the inland part and just get past the low bridges on the shipping canals and Calumet River plus the Chicago River. They gotta get the boat down lower into the water. In other words, lower the draft on that. So what they mean is the depth of the boat. From the surface of the water down below the boat is the actual draft or depth of the river, of the boat. So, and most of the boats I've seen is about 4 or 5 feet in depth, which that's pretty average. But they also can go another foot or two. That means from the surface of the water to the highest point of the boat cannot exceed 19 feet high. But they do recommend to keep it below 19 feet high. But if you're on 19 feet high, they always say load it, top off the tanks, top off your water, load up on your supplies, like anything you can weigh the boat down a little bit. So yeah, so just to get past probably the biggest obstacle on this Great American Loop is around Chicago, because it is low clearance all the time. Oh man, just like low bridges over in UK, but here it's not boater or shipper friendly. That explains that. Remember that barge I showed you about a year or so ago here on the channel? It was called the Wisconsin, and I said it was one of the few river boats that the pilot house rises up and down. That is the boat that is designed for the Illinois River, mainly, especially around the Chicago Calumet River and the Chicago shipping canals, sanitation shipping canals. So that's what it's called, and that was those towboats are designed because there is a couple of bridges that is naturally low. There's a couple of drawbridges, swing spans that's been inactive for years and years. And it's like this one drawbridge can raise up, the other one doesn't raise up because it's decommissioned or somehow. I don't know. I saw it many times on the video, so hey, watch the videos yourself. But yeah, that would be cool. But the only negative part of the whole adventure is it takes anywhere from 6 months to a year to complete. That's being home away from home a long time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. And that would be one heck of a boating dream. Well, it doesn't hurt to dream here on this channel, guys. I always talk about dreams all the time here on the channel. I hope this will be a good dream. But yeah, that would be one. But like I said, living on a boat, especially if you got like a custom-made Dutch barge or even a custom-made mini yacht that you can able to operate yourself without a crew and all that stuff, and maybe do some nautism over the engine. That's another world to debate in. But yeah, it would make great content, but right now all it is a dream. I had never piloted, even my when I was with Rocket, aka Tony, on those Mississippi boat rides. I was never able to pilot a boat, one of his boats. What would be doing? We'd be playing Gilligan's Island. I'm Gilligan, and that. But I have the weight of the skipper. The nuttiness of the Gilligan with the weight of the skipper. Yeah, I'm going to get comments from that one too. Alright, we're going to wrap up this video. I got to get back inside. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to get told about that. I stumbled and bumbled. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And we'll see you later. I think I still screwed it up.